With Insomniac Games Comic-Con panel slated for tomorrow, the Marvel Spider-Man 2 studio has begun building anticipation with a fresh interview and screenshot from Entertainment Weekly. The emphasis of this newest marketing blitz is Venom, with a new graphic showcasing the villain's symbiotic skin and lengthy tongue. It is seen above. Tony Todd, the horror genre's Candyman, contributes his voice to what the makers refer to as the anti-Spider-Man. In the interview, senior creative director Brian Intihar expresses concern about casting Venom owing to the prominence of the part and how people would react to it. However, Candyman actor Tony Todd had submitted an audition tape for the role at the same time Intihar heard a couple of his lines in a trailer for the 2021 remake. Everything we talked about, with Venom, that sense of strength, fear, overwhelming, so different from Peter, Tony embraces completely in the performance, Intihar remarked. For Brian Intihar, senior creative director at Insomniac Games, casting Venom for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 was even more bizarre than the character himself. It was one of the things I was avoiding for as long as possible, because I was so scared of who we were going to get to do the voice, he says EW. Despite spearheading one of the most popular blockbuster video games of the last decade, the previous Spidey game from 2018, which sold 33 million copies as of June 2022, Intihar admits, "We knew it would be so anticipated and people would have a lot of opinions on it." EW can exclusively share a new look at Venom in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which will be available on the PlayStation 5 system on October 20th. Before heading to San Diego Comic-Con with senior narrative director John Paquette and senior art director Jacinda Chu to promote the title on the Hall H grand stage, all three spoke with EW about creating a fresh take on the famous villain of Marvel Comics. When you start thinking about what makes him different than Spider-Man, Chu says, it's really interesting. The symbiote is frequently used as an allegory for the darkness that the host is fighting. What exactly makes him an anti-Spider-Man? The Marvel Cinematic Universe, which popularized the use of post-credits scenes, is clearly a favorite of Intihar and Paquette. Miles showcasing his newfound Spidey powers in front of Peter in a separate mid-credits sequence, a moment that segued immediately into Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, the 2020 spin-off game centered on the budding hero. The scene with Harry and the symbiote would then serve a similar purpose in setting the stage for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. We wanted to try something very different, and I don't think you can get much more different from Doc Ock than Venom, explains Intihar. It's about power, about strength, about being slighted, about Peter being much more involved in the creation of Venom. That, I believe, is what drew us in. One of the great things about Spider-Man as a character is that he's always got to make sacrifices, Paquette adds. The symbiote provides a lot of grist for that mill, so to speak. Earlier game materials hint a sequel in which Peter, now infected by the symbiote, works frantically with Miles to find Dr. Kirk Connors, which is a payoff from yet another post-credits scene from earlier games. It is, in fact, the MCU of gaming. Dr. Connors has the potential to help Harry, but he is battling his own transformation into the terrible lizard. Other well-known Marvel characters, such as Kraven the Hunter, will also appear. The story, according to Paquette, is about what happens when that darkness takes over. The symbiote has an effect on more than just Peter. It's the loved ones and family members surrounding the host who have to see what's happening to the person they care about, he adds. There's a lot of juicy drama there that we can get from that. Regarding Venom's appearance, Chu acknowledges that key tail facts had a direct impact on the character's design. One of them is the spider symbol. One of the challenges we had throughout production was, how much does Venom talk, she explains. I recall doing some early concepts of, does Venom have lips? Is he amused? Is he grinning? Is he frowning? It's a difficult line to walk between making this creature frightening and threatening, but also, I suppose, relatable. Venom is both the host and the symbiote for us, Intihar continues. You don't get Venom unless both of them are bonded together. That bond is represented by Tony. I believe that casting Tony increased our confidence in the visual design of the character. More news and announcements are scheduled to come from tomorrow's Symbiotic Relationships panel at Comic-Con, with a story trailer likely to come from Hall H. What are your expectations?
Let's try this again. I'll be honest. That one looks better broken. It's safe now. What were they after?
Just financial records.
About Devil's Breath?
How do you know about that?
Why do they want it?
I don't even know what it is. Mr. Osborn's been pouring money into it for years, but he keeps the whole project a secret. I'm the only one who has any record of it.
Not anymore. Looks like they copied some records to a secure server. Payroll information. On a Dr. Isaac Delaney. Who is he?
I honestly don't know.
Down!
Come on, come on!
Wait, the elevator!